So for Jarvis' sake, let me make this summary a quick one
Oh yeah, for my sake.
for your sake. Marty Supreme is about this man named Marty, last name Supreme, who created Supreme.
Oh, I thought it was Supreme because Supreme Pizza was his favorite.
Yeah.
Like,
And Marty,
it was a nickname he got in high school because he always ate Supreme Pizza. And it was like, Marty Supreme.
I'm not gonna lie,
And it
that
just
is a
stuck.
very '80s movie thing. Yeah,
And it just stuck.
it just stuck. Now they called him, his nickname's the Mouse, which is just as cool. And he is a professional ping pong player.
Which is also super crazy.
Super cool. And he's got one of those
bet you-
disgusting mustaches that I have if I shave my beard.
I think if he grew up in the 90s, he would have been a yo-yoer.
Yeah,
A professional
sounds about right.
yo-yoer.
Yeah, or like racquetball or something just ridiculously niche and not that badminton. There it is. That's what I was actually looking for. And he's a shoe salesman at a small time shoe shop in New York,
Yeah.
where he was born and raised.
And apparently being a POS runs in the family.
Yeah, because his parent, he was an orphan apparently. Allegedly.
That'll do it.
And his adopted mom is also kind of an asshole, but not really. But kind of, it's
That's
all
Fran,
weird.
that's
It's
Fran Drescher, I think, right?
yeah,
Isn't it?
it was
Well, she's amazing. I love Fran.
yeah, and he is sleeping with this dude's wife, and plays ping pong and hustles people for money, and is also planning on going to the Open Invitational in London to go play for the U.S. team, and. But he just weasels his way into everything, and he's really good at the game. Like everyone hates how unreasonably good he is at the game, and he nitpicks things and says that they need to change the white balls into orange balls because trying to track a white ball with someone wearing a white shirt is just impossible, and that thread goes nowhere.
It is true, though.
It is true,
It
yeah,
is very true.
it's true, but that thread goes nowhere.
Yeah. He also, I want to say this. He's also incredible at just shit talking.
Yeah,
Like Conor McGregor levels of he just
he can get anyone mad immediately.
Yeah.
So he goes to London. He wins. The next thing he has to figure out is how he's getting home and going to.
I was gonna say the next thing he tries to figure out is how to sleep with Gwyneth Paltrow.
Well, he's got to figure out how to make enough money to go to Japan, and what's the best way to do that is to sleep with Gwyneth Paltrow, and see if her husband will fund the endeavor.
Yeah, he just basically trolls the husband after because he literally sees her in the lobby.
Yeah,
And everybody's looking at her because, she's an attractive woman. And, with a lot of, bling on because she's rich because of her husband.
yeah.
Who makes
Who's
pens.
Kevin O'Leary, who makes pens.
Who makes pens.
His pen guy.
Yeah. And so Marty Supreme calls her up and is like, yo, pen me in for a night with you. And she's like, no. But then he's like, oh, but come see me play ping pong. And she's like, okay.
She doesn't, but they do some stuff themselves, and then yep.
Wait, does she go to the ping pong after?
I think so.
Hook up?
I think so.
I thought she saw him play ping pong, and she's like, ooh.
No, it was after.
Okay, well,
For sure, it was after.
I trust you.
He beats the guy who's now famous in Japan. It's like a underdog story in Japan for the guy that
Takeda or something?
he won. Yeah,
I think that's his name, maybe.
yeah. So Marty goes back to New York, where I glazed over the fact that he held somebody at gunpoint for $700. And so he's back, and now they're pressing charges and trying to get him arrested.
He also
It's his old boss.
He also technically he stole from his uncle,
Yeah,
but his uncle also owed him that money, or by word of mouth, he said that he would pay him a certain amount.
yeah,
By the end of the summer.
yeah. And it was like it didn't matter. He stole the money.
Yeah.
And so he was just trying to prove a point.
He did.
Yeah.
Hold,
His
coworker at gunpoint.
his uncle was basically trying to be like, look, dude, your actions have consequences. I gotta I got to show you what happens if you continue to just ruin your life by choice.
That pretty much sums up the whole movie, is that his actions have consequences because he's constantly getting beat the hell up by his consequences.
The alternate title for this movie is One Battle After Another, but something else, I guess, took that title beforehand, so they had to change it to Marty Supreme.
Yeah.
Which, makes sense. Marty runs away, goes to see his ex, not girlfriend, at her house.
Well, she also, doesn't she come to him and is like, the baby is yours.
Yeah.
And he's
like, there's no way, it's my baby. I pull out every time. I'm like, I'm an athlete. That doesn't I don't make mistakes. This doesn't happen.
He said, I'm the Marty Supreme of pulling out.
Yeah. To which, hey, he was coining a phrase, but I guess nowadays it could be used like that.
Which I don't think he was, because obviously.
No, because obviously that was his child.
But that's also, I think, an underlying theme is like, he talks so much bigger than, like.
Yeah, he's broke. He's like sleeping in the back of a pool club.
Yeah, like. So, like you look at people like Michael Jordan, who talk a lot of shit, but like, well, that guy is literally the best basketball player ever. You know what I mean? Like, this guy is a day late, a dollar short, it seems like, for everything. For literally everything.
The way I described the movie to Sybil was, no, please, just like $5. Just give me like $5. I promise you, it'll be worth it. Just give me $5. Like $5. I'll just give me just like $5. It's fine. Just give me like $5. You don't even need it. You don't even need the $5. I just need like $5.
Oh yeah, he definitely did that too. Gwyneth Paltrow later on with that.
Yeah, he really did. So nobody, shockingly, gives him $5. I wonder why. He's kind of burnt out all the $5 that he can get. Yeah. Dumb things happen and like weird coincidences happen. At one point, he has to get a hotel room. It's for like $2 with one of his friends, and then a bathtub breaks and he falls through and slashes this rich man's arm. The rich man really cares about his old stinky dog. Yeah,
with the tub. Like, their tub falls on.
So they got to take the dog to the vet. And so he's like, hey, I'll pay you to go take the dog right now because I have to go to the emergency room. So you take $50 for yourself, $50 for the vet, and go get my dog checked out. And
Which is
Marty,
an insane amount of money.
So Marty and his good friend, Tyler, the creator, who drives a taxi, go take the dog. And then Marty goes, it's better than $100. Like, we got $50 for me, but if we take the $100 and we bet the $100, we could make like double or triple the money. And Tyler goes, I think we should be happy with the $50. And so they go to a pool hall and they hustle a bunch of dudes for like $300. And then they get away with it and they're like, yeah, we did it. And they find out that the guys at the pool hall were following them because they caught on to the scam. And then they lose the dog of the rich man, which is unfortunate. I thought the dog got blown up in some fire, so I'm glad that we got that shot where that wasn't happening.
Yeah, because that would have just made the movie all the way.
It would have been because at least Marty. No. Tyler says, "No, what about the dog?" No, Marty says, "What about the dog?" And Tyler goes, "Fuck the dog. We gotta get out of here."
Yeah.
So the dog gets left behind. Spoilers, it's perfectly fine. The dog's perfectly fine. Probably not anymore, but it's got enough to eat for a little bit. I'm sure it was fine. I'm sure it's okay.
Guess we'll never know.
You guys will never know. So Marty, continuing to fail at getting enough money to go to Japan, tries a couple of more schemes.
Wait, didn't they do halftime shows for the Globetrotters for a while, like over the summer? Well, one thing that I was like, what happened to all his money that he got from that? Because supposedly it was talked up as like, okay, it's not prestigious.
Well, he's like,
but he didn't. But
the problem is that he's like super prideful. Is his whole problem? So he doesn't like feeling like he's being humiliated. He wants to be taken seriously.
Yeah, but supposedly
that's like his whole gig.
Well. And what did he do with all that money?
Yeah,
that he supposedly made.
Well, do you not remember the scene where he was just throwing his money around at a fancy restaurant? Quite literally, it was like, I'm getting the beef Wellington and a prime rib because those are the most expensive things on the menu.
Well, that was on the ping pong table people's dime, he was trying to do that.
Yeah.
And then they were like, no.
Oh yeah.
Remember? And then
Yeah. And then he owed the money for it.
Yeah.
You're
But
right. You're right.
I think the Globetrotters thing was after. But anyways,
I don't think he did the Globetrotters thing.
Yeah,
I thought that was the whole conversation where he was like, "Nah, dude, I'm not doing that."
No, he ended up doing it.
Oh, fair enough.
Because they did all kinds of. He was playing ping pong against a seal.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
him and his buddy.
Yeah.
They ended up doing that, but yeah, I was like, dude, how'd you mess with that? See, and then he went back home after the summer, and that's when the girl was like, "I'm preggers," and he was like, "Nope," and then sorry, and then.
So he's got a new scheme, and the new scheme is the girl shows back up with a black eye and says, "Hey, he tried to beat me, and he succeeded at it." And so he goes, well, I know what we can do. I got this guy. He's really rich. His dog was missing. No, it started as his, and then it turned into hers.
Oh, okay.
Because how else would she have known about the dog?
Yeah, that's true.
So
she was lying to get him.
Yeah. But so
she ran adjacent.
They tried to find the dog, found out that the dog was in some awful racist's house, and so they got basically scared off of that guy's property. So they did the next best thing and tried to hustle the rich dog owner for $1,200. No, it was like $2,000. It was like
yeah.
It was like
It's
like $2,400 because I guess they both were gonna go to Japan. And long story short, that didn't work out well at all.
No.
And she got kidnapped and threatened.
Yeah.
And so Marty, using his backup plan, goes to find Gwyneth Paltrow and tries to steal some of her jewelry, just to find out that it's fake. So that plan also didn't work.
Yeah.
So we go back to we just go back to Gwyneth Paltrow and going, "Hey, I stole this from you, but I just couldn't bear to just take it and leave and never see you again." She said, "You figured out it's prop jewelry, huh?" He went, No, I'd never." What? It's prop jewelry? That's crazy.
Yeah,
Whoa. No, I would never do that. And then she feels pity for him and gives him a necklace after her opening night of her new show that he encouraged her to go do.
They also have some pity.
Yeah, in the park.
Yeah.
Some park pity. And they lose the necklace to the cops. Don't ask. This movie is crazier than I'm making it out to be too. I'm just saying things as stating them as facts of things that have happened.
Yeah, things just cannot go right for Marty. That's how it feels.
No, he gets like a leg up on somebody, and then one of the other legs comes back and kicks him.
Yeah, right in the jaw.
Yeah. And so she's like, I just gotta go home. And he goes, well, you could maybe get another necklace for me. And she's like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah,
no.
Like, wow, the audacity of this guy.
So she's like, I'll sneak you into the house and you can come grab one from my room. And apparently the review for her show didn't go too well. So he's like, I'm just gonna leave that alone, and goes to talk to Kevin O'Leary, where he denied Kevin O'Leary's offer to go promote his company doing ping pong and throwing a game for the Japanese champion.
Yeah, because Marty. Okay, so actually,
Marty's prideful.
Marty gave him the idea to promote the ping pong to be a sponsor so he could get more business.
Yeah.
And so he's like, oh, that's a great idea. And you can be the headliner, but you got to lose to this guy. And he was like, yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. Mm-hmm. And then when he's at his wit's end, because Gwyneth Paltrow didn't come back, he was waiting for so long. But that's because she started getting interviewed, right? Or something. It's like,
she was crying in her room, I thought.
Oh, yeah. Something happened.
Something was not going right.
Yeah. And so he was like, oh, you know what? I'm just going to go into this party. And he goes. And then he sees her husband and decides to grovel. Mm-hmm. Just give me $5, bro.
Yeah.
Can I have $5?
There's a weird scene where he's being spanked.
Oh, yeah. And then Kevin O'Leary decides, which I feel he absolutely,
he did deserve it 100%.
Sure. But I also feel like he's this kind of person in real life.
Like, probably.
Like the kind of person that's like,
probably.
Oh, yeah. Like, I'll give you money, but only if I can
completely dehumanize you in the process.
Like, the more like shit you can feel, the better for me. Like, that just feeds him and motivates him. You know what I mean? So I think that was, again, you're right. I think they just like let Kevin just be himself, and then they rolled cameras.
Yeah.
I'm sure that wasn't even in the script. He was like, how can I make this guy? How can I dehumanize him?
Yeah.
And they just let him.
Went,
he just
do
improv
that.
that whole scene.
Jeez.
Hey, man, just drop your pants and let me spank you with this paddle, you dumb.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And so that guaranteed that he got to go to Japan for the World Championships. And then his baby mama calls and goes, "Hi, I'm kidnapped, and you need to come help. Otherwise, they might kill me." And so he hops in a car with the crazy rich guy, and they go to this racist's house where the half of the guys that showed up ended up getting killed. The baby mama got shot in the shoulder, so now they got to race to the hospital. And then at the hospital, the nurses are like, "Okay, we got to go take her into surgery. Bye." And she keeps going, "No, don't leave, don't leave, don't leave," which we know what that means, and he knows what that means. Yeah. But the nurses are like, "Well, he can't come in. He can't come in, so he's gotta wait out here." So he goes to Japan, and he throws that one game that he needs to throw, but not before talking to the guy who runs the event and going, "Hey, sorry, I was kind of an asshole. I want you to know I'm not that same person, and I'm gonna be an asshole on a stage in about like 40 minutes here. So if you could just remember that I was that asshole, but I'm not that asshole now. That'd be great." And the guy was like, "You're barking up the wrong tree. You're not even in the game. So and you're not going to be in the game. Yeah. So just don't even bother." So Marty throws the game, and he has to kiss a pig, which he wasn't told about before, and that's kind of his breaking point. And so he kind of loses it for a moment and is like, "Look, it's not fair to me. It's not fair to y'all to be lied to."
Yeah, let me ask you this: was that crash out valid?
I do think the crash out was valid. I don't think the way he crashed out was valid.
Oh, okay.
But I do think the crash out was valid.
Yeah, because that's very.
This is taking it a little too far.
I think Kevin O'Leary's character actually probably set that up. To be honest with you, I feel like.
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah, he was like,
of course it was.
And he was talking to the Japanese people. They're like, "Oh yeah," and then he loses, and then he's like, "Yeah, make him kiss a pig afterward." Yeah, after he loses.
Yeah, because if he's gonna act like a pig, yeah, it's good. But I think that he was right to say, "Look, you guys are being lied to, and like your champion is not the champion. I was not playing at my best." I think that's valid. Don't let two people celebrate like a hollow victory. That's weird. And so they play again, and most of the way through the match, honestly, probably like the weirdest but most impactful speech of the whole movie happens, where Kevin O'Leary walks up to Marty and he goes, "Look, man, I'm a vampire. I was born in 1601, and I've seen many Marty Mausers through the days. And some of them more honest and more straight than you. And I'm telling you right now, if you go out there and you beat him, you will live forever and be miserable like me." And I was like, that's a real solid statement. That's
the kind of statement that you get tattooed somewhere on your body.
Yeah. And then Marty gives him a little smirk, like, "All right, guy." So, and of course, us as the audience go, "Ugh, he's never gonna learn."
No.
And then you see him actually genuinely struggle in this ping pong match.
Ping pong.
Which goes on for a while, but I guess that's kind of the whole point of the movie, so it's fine. And he just barely wins. And instead of doing what he used to do, which was just gloat and be like, "Yeah, you would have won if you did this," he falls to the ground, like to his knees, crying almost, and gets back up and hugs the guy and is like, I genuinely hope you win tomorrow."
Yeah.
And then he has to get a ride home with the U.S. military. And he goes straight to the hospital. Well, he's crashing out on the airplane a little bit because he's trying to see if she's doing all right. They go, "Yeah, they moved her to the maternity ward." He goes, "What do you mean they moved her to the maternity ward?" And well, here in the notes it said she was rushed. Was she moved or was she rushed? Like, what's going on? Well, I don't have a lot going. I don't know. I just have what's on here.
I just work here, man.
Yeah, I just work here, man. And so he shows up, and everyone's very disappointed in him. But he kind of has this little moment where he's like, "This is This is the right place to be. He kisses his baby mama on the head. She wakes up and he goes, "Hey, go back to sleep. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere." And then goes and sees his baby boy for the first time and just fucking bawls like a baby. That's the whole movie.
Little Marty Supreme Jr.
Yeah, Marty Jr. Yeah. And I think if Timothée Chalamet wins the Oscar for Best Leading Actor, it's for those last 10 minutes. Hey, you.
How'd you like that episode? Did you like it?
You like movies? You like this one?
Do ya?
You should subscribe to this channel right now.
Also, as well.
Yeah. You got friends? Yeah, you do.
Do you? Hopefully.
Show it to them. Show this to them.
Prove it. Prove it to us you got friends.
There's other videos to watch too. Why don't you watch those if you're so cool?
Yeah, prove you're not a bot. Leave a comment.
Word.